Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I posted. I've just not been in the mood to really do this, but I know I gotta keep dedicated to it if I really want to see an improvement in my speech. I think I'm gonna try my best to post at least once a week for now and then increase my postings later on. Uh, I just need the motivation and the dedication to do so. So, let's begin. Our first story is entitled Woman Stops Me at Walmart on My Day Off and I Throw Up on Her. On mobile. So I've worked at Walmart for 3 years and I've never experienced any rude customers or general craziness associated with Walmart. Well, it's my day off and I happen to get sick to my stomach. I had already thrown up twice, so my mom decided to take me to Walmart to get the things I need to get better. She insisted that I just stay in bed while she gets the things, but she often got the wrong things, so I decided to get them myself. Big mistake. When we arrived, we started to get our things and tried to get out as fast as possible since I was starting to feel really bad. When we were on our way to the checkout, this woman stops us. I recognize her since she was there the day before when I was working. She started to ask me about stuff, and when I tell her that I wasn't working today, she huffed and said, "You can still help me out. All I want to know is where the dog food is." I pointed the direction of the dog food and I tried to get out of there because my stomach was starting to hurt. She stops me again and says, "I already looked over there and I couldn't find it. Just come show me." My mom tells the lady that I'm sick and I don't have time to go with her, and just find somebody else to help her. She tells me and my mom to shut up and looks back at me and says, "It'll just be a few minutes. Just come help me find it." My mom tells the woman to back off and leave me alone, but the woman is insistent that I help her. Just then it feels like somebody had grabbed my stomach and started squeezing it, and I started to throw up. Unfortunately for the lady, I had been facing her and threw up all over her pants and shoes. She screamed, but it wasn't stopping, and I kept going. She then backed up after I had started and was screaming for a manager. My mom was holding me while I tried to stop, but the pain in my stomach was so much I just kept going. One of the cashiers saw what was going on and immediately radioed for a manager and a custodian. One of the managers comes over and sees the mess and the lady crying to him about how I puked all over her. My mom tells him that I was trying to leave, but the lady wouldn't let me. The manager takes her to the back, and the cashier, whom I'm friends with, takes me outside and sits with me while my mom goes to pay for the stuff. I honestly didn't mean to throw up on her, but as soon as it started coming up, I couldn't stop. I felt bad for the custodian who had to clean up my throw up. And I feel bad for the lady since I hate throwing up and I can only imagine how it feels to have someone throw up on you. I'm also dreading the day I have to go back since I know that this story is going to spread like wildfire. Surprisingly enough, the lady ended up admitting that it was her fault since she kept me there when I clearly needed to get out of there. Everything is okay now, but man, that was the most embarrassing story of my life. Next story. Okay, I read it before. I don't go to the school anymore, lady. Not a I don't work here lady, but a super rare I don't go to the school anymore sub pieces. It's 1 a.m., so I'll do my best. Edit, I was only half awake at the time I posted this, so please just think of this as a drunk text. Too long didn't read, I go for a pee and a snack and get caught by vice principal and a slow teacher. My old principal and the other have a laugh while waiting for the slow teacher to process what is happening. Note: this is the same high school I graduated from 13 years ago. My daughter is in the 8th grade currently. The old principal is retired but shows up to consult the new principal and hang out. Old principal was my principal when I was here and when I went to school there, trying to make this as easy to read and follow as possible, so leaving out small bits that have nothing to do with the story. Me is me, D is daughter, VP vice principal, ST slow teacher, P principal, OP old principal, M my mom. So me and my daughter were at a meeting with some of her teacher deciding what her freshman classes were going to be. During a break, I decided to go to the bathroom in the high school side of the campus. As I come out, I see a vending machine and I decide to grab something while trying to decide. Two ladies pop up behind me. VP, what are you doing out of class, young man? Me, what? Slightly excited as I was feeling old I graduated 13 years ago. ST, she asks, what are you doing out of class? Come with me. She grabs my arm and starts to pull. I'm not a very large at all. I'm 5 feet 5 and 150 pounds. I haven't shaved in over a month and I do look young for my age. Me, sorry, but VP, no buts, you're coming with me. She actually said that. Me, but ST, angry Karen face. Born and thinking this will be funny, I let them drag me 35 feet or so to the office. VP, sit down right here while I get the principal and call your parents. Me, no need, I'll call her for you. I whip out my phone and send my real mother text asking her to come down to the high school office. I'll explain later. Send. ST grabbing my phone. You know you're not allowed to have a cell phone during school hours. Me, okay, trying my best not to burst out laughing but failing slightly. At this point, I'm planning this in my head, so I can't help but grin a bit. VP, what's your name? I'm Joe. How are you? How do you not know me? ST, because just because you're new here doesn't mean you can break the rules. VP, the vice principal is busy, so wait here while your parents get here. Me, okay, hope you look good in red. ST, what does that mean? Me, you'll find out. Just then my mother walks in confused. VP and ST standing near me with the I demand to talk to your parental unit look. Me, what's going on? What's going on here? VP, your son was caught out of class texting on his cell phone and hasn't shaved in God knows how long, violating the school dress code. Mom, huh? Me, come here for a second as I gesture to my mother, over to my mother. I quietly explain the situation and tell her that my daughter is in the cafeteria talking to the school counselor and play along for a bit. Just about then, when the principal and my old principal comes to office. P, what's going on here? VP, this is the student I was telling you about. I need to have him written up and sent back to class. OP, he remembers me and is still processing. He's getting old. This is when my daughter comes around the corner and sees me in the principal office, glass walls, and decides to come and see what's taking me so long. D, Grandma, seeing my mom and run over to hug her. ST, young lady, why are you out of class too? D, I was looking for my dad. VP, well, he is not here. Go back to your class. D, huh? OP, oh, you look just like your mother and father. My name is OP, and I taught your dad when he was here 13 years ago or so. D, my dad left for the bathroom, and I came looking for him. OP, well, he's right here, pointing at the corner next to an ugly palm tree thing. D, Dad, what are you doing here? I thought you left or something. Me, no, I got into a bit of trouble and I got pulled here by VP and ST. P, so where's the student you were talking about? VP, but he's tripping over the drawer that hit the ground. ST, he's right here. I still need to write him up for violating school rules. P, Miss ST, I can't write up someone who has already graduated. ST, no, I need to write up this boy, pointing at me. Me, I'm sorry, write me up, but I'll need to call my work to tell them I have Saturday school and I can't make it. ST, you know you're not allowed to have a job while you're in school here. Your job is to learn. Me, yes, I learned and I graduated from here just before my daughter was born. ST, bullcrap, you're not old enough to have a kid. D, I'm 13. ST, why are you still here? Go back to your class. P, Miss ST, I think you... I would like to take my son and granddaughter home now. ST, not till he's written up. At this point, everyone is trying to keep a straight face besides ST. OP, this is enough. P, how old is this lady? Pointing to ST. P, not old enough to be this senile or daft. ST, I'm not that old. M, it's okay, we all lose our minds slowly. D, starting to figure everything out, trying not to giggle. Me, well, I'm leaving. If you don't need me anymore, start to work out. VP quickly grabs Miss ST by the arm and pulls her over to whisper in her ear. ST, but me, well, this was fun. I need to get to Sonic before the lunch special class. It will be packed. OP, well, have fun. I'll let you know when you need to be in Saturday school later. Me, can I order pizza? OP, you still like mushrooms and pineapple pizza? D, yep. Can I get a 4 cheese? ST, processing, failed, please reboot brain.exe. VP, red in the face, walks behind the wall to hide in shame. I don't think she's processing this right. Me, I was born in 86, so do a bit of math if you're not going senile. D, M, and me walk out the door while OP is waving. D, Dad, I forgot my papers. Me, oh crap. We quickly walk back through the small hall. We quickly walk back through the hall past the office. I smile and wave at SC, but she can't see me. She's crying in her hands, and nobody else in the office is keeping a straight face. We left that day, got Sonic in time, and I had a good laugh with my mother. Reminded me of when I was 16 and she had to sign me out because your younger sister can't sign you out. That was OP at the time. Pretty sure he had the same flashbacks from that story. Note, I'm 33 years old, 5 feet 5. My mom is 4 feet 10 and my daughter is 13 and is 13 years, 5 feet 3 and is growing fast. None of us look like our age, so I can't blame the VP and SC for the mistake at first. Edit for those who don't like massive amount of spelling errors. Guess my next post will be in a caveman and so everyone could understand. Next story is entitled You're Always a Waitress. It doesn't matter what restaurant we're in. I'm a waitress at a local restaurant. On my day off, I scheduled a lunch date with a guy from school. Traffic was brutal and he was running late. I was sitting at a table looking at the menu. Note, this is not the restaurant I work at. It isn't the same kind of food as the restaurant I work at, and it's geographically nowhere near the restaurant I work at. A woman came up to me, took the menu out of my hands. Why are you just sitting here? We've been waiting here for service for 45 minutes. No, they hadn't. They came here at the same time I did, 10 minutes ago, and they already had gotten drinks. Ma'am, I don't work here. I didn't recognize her at this point. Don't lie to me. You're a waitress. You served me just last week. Don't you remember? I vaguely remember her coming into my restaurant now because she complained her meal wasn't served with hot sauce and sent it back because it was too spicy. I'm a waitress at a local Mexican restaurant. I'm not a waitress at a local burger bar. She says, same difference. You're a waitress. Get a pen and paper and take down our orders. I'm a waitress, but not here. I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch like you are. I am not employed here in any capacity. To which she replies, but you're a trained waitress. This place is clearly running behind. Don't you people like take an oath or something? A little bit of malicious compliance kicked in. Because I rarely get to stand up for this kind of stupidity in my role as a server because 99.9% of the time it happens while I'm actually at work. So I went over to their table with a pen and paper from my backpack. I wrote down all their orders and said it would be 45 minutes and to just sit tight. I even brought over ketchup they asked for. I just grabbed it off another table. Then I left. I texted my dates to meet me at a place a few blocks over. The next day, the lady had called my boss at my actual restaurant as totally unleashed on the manager at the restaurant I was dining at. I felt bad when I realized the tough spot I'd left the people who actually worked there in. So I went back the next day to apologize and follow up on the aftermath. Thankfully, they were chill and they had a great laugh over it. They were like, we're so confused because she described the server with explicit details, but no one remotely like her works here, so we thought she'd lost her mind. My boss knew who I was from the description and told them he takes this very seriously and asked the day what occurred. Then they told him, he said, you must be mistaken because that's the service day off and she wasn't here. After some irate yelling and screaming and my very friendly manager about how I still need to represent the restaurant wherever I go, she gave up. Now I just cross my fingers and she does hope she doesn't come by the actual restaurant I work at. Oh, I would love to see her. Is it bad that I want to see her there just to find out what happens next? Whoop. Okay, I know this will be a short one, but I think I want to keep my future posts be at like around 3 or maybe 4 stories, depending on the length per video. I know it's not the usual like over 20-minute long videos like the last one, but I hope you all enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe and like. Thanks.